Today, we have an incredibly important topic to discuss: accurate testing for Lyme disease, with its elusive symptoms and varying severity. The unfortunate reality is that Lyme disease often goes undiagnosed or misdiagnosed, leading to prolonged suffering for those affected and posing a significant challenge for both patients and healthcare providers. While there is presently no existing test that provides full reliability, however, emerging advanced diagnostic tools and labs are increasingly bringing a ray of hope. So in this video, we are thrilled to discuss some innovative testing methods and facilities that offer high-accurate Lyme disease tests. To kick things off, let's start by looking at traditional Lyme disease testing that misses the mark. The most common testing used for diagnosing Lyme disease is the two-tiered CDC-recommended tests. These include the ELISA and the Western Blot. Both are indirect tests, in that they merely measure the immune system's response to an infectious agent instead of looking for evidence or components of the agent itself. Many physicians incorrectly follow the CDC definition case of Lyme disease to make a diagnosis. However, these tests were originally designed for only one single species of Borrelia. The tests were never intended to be used in making clinical diagnoses. These standard Lyme tests can give false negatives between 50% and 80% of the time, depending on which study you are looking at. Even on the CDC website, they state, test results for Lyme disease should always be interpreted in the broader context of a person's illness and medical history, exposure likelihood, and other test results. Yet, despite this information, doctors are still relying on laboratory tests to definitively determine whether a patient has the disease or not. This current method of diagnosing has serious and sometimes deadly consequences for patients who indeed have Lyme disease, but do not receive treatment due to a negative lab result. Other testing for Lyme disease. There are other tests available which include polymerase chain reaction, PCR. PCR testing is considered direct testing because it detects the actual bacteria rather than just the immune system's response to it. Though PCR testing is more accurate than the Western blot, they can still produce false negatives due to the Lyme bacteria being sparsely dispersed in the body, therefore may not be present in the given sample. Antigen detection. Antigen detection tests help identify what organisms are causing a disease in a patient by looking for unique proteins. These tests can be taken from fluids such as blood, urine, or joint fluid. Lastly, culture tests. Culture tests take a sample of the patient's blood or other fluid and attempt to grow Lyme spirochetes in a special lab environment to detect the bacteria. While these may offer more accurate testing, they are all still imperfect. There is no current test that offers complete reliability. That said, let's now look at high-accuracy Lyme disease tests. There are several private labs that offer Lyme disease and other vector-borne testing. 1. IGENX. The most popular is IGENX. These guys have developed several industry-leading tests. According to their website, IGENX tests are based on the latest findings of Lyme disease and other tick-borne illnesses to provide the most complete and accurate results for diagnostic purposes. They claim to test for more species than any other lab. 2. Vibrant Wellness Labs. While IGENX is still in the lead, Vibrant Wellness Labs seems to be competitively right behind them. Their website boasts, in 2018, Vibrant launched a revolutionary new test that is able to detect Lyme and other co-infections at a much more sensitive level than competitors, yielding the most accurate tick-borne infections test on the market. They continue to say, the Vibrant Tick-Borne Diseases Panel is the first of its kind to be run on a silicon microarray platform, providing the highest level of specificity and sensitivity in the industry for detecting tick-borne diseases. Vibrant is currently only available in the U.S. and cannot ship to the state of New York. 3. DNA Connections Lyme Panel. DNA Connections Lyme Panel detects the causative agent of Lyme disease, Borrelia burgdorferi, in addition to 10 other common vector-borne pathogens. According to their website, their Lyme Panel kit tests for 4 different genes that are found in Borrelia burgdorferi and 8 common Lyme disease vector-borne co-infectors and other organisms. DNA Connections is currently unavailable to the state of New York and encourages that if you live in New York to file a complaint with your governor's office. Discount code to receive $100 off their Lyme disease test. Use code LYME323S for yourself or to share with anyone you know who may benefit from it. 4. Armin Labs. Armin Labs explains on their website that they are specialized in T-cellular tests, ELISA, B-cellular tests, IgA, IgM, and IgG antibodies, and NK cell tests, CD57, CD56, for several bacterial, viral, parasitic, and fungal infections. Please keep in mind that their website warns that tests are temporarily unavailable to U.S. residents since March 2020. 5. Galaxy Diagnostics. Galaxy Diagnostics is another private lab offering advanced testing for Lyme and other vector-borne illnesses. Their website proudly states that they offer the most sensitive and specific diagnostic tests and testing strategies that go beyond the limits of detection for emerging infectious diseases. We are deploying sample enrichment technologies that power direct detection of slow-growing, low-abundance flea and tick-borne infections that often fly under the radar of conventional testing. To learn more about each of these testing facilities, please visit their websites. Links are included in the description below. Pricing for tests varies with each lab and depends on which panel you or your doctor chose. Although private labs usually do not accept insurance and testing is out of pocket. You may be able to file with your insurance for partial reimbursement. You may be denied, but it is worth the shot. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.